Shadim Shuri. Good morning. It is Saturday, December 7th. All right, let's jump right into it with Bitcoin. Um, I trim to stay disciplined when I could on the record day on Thursday, and I did buy on the dip before that. The last time I add Bitcoin was when it broke down almost down to 91 or something like that, right? One of those days I had to buy order in at 92.5, and I did. I do have order in to buy the or the real Bitcoin, not the ETF, at 88. I have a bunch of orders in my Coinbase order to add Bitcoin at 88 down to the gap fill. Should it happen? And it could happen. But for now, the next order to trim is up there, 1065 IBIT equivalent. All right, so we're gonna stay disciplined, and however small, I do it. Now Ethereum, new record, barely yesterday, and I did not trim. I remove. I talk about potentially trim there, right? I had order to trim my Ethereum ETF, ETHA, whatever the symbol is. But during the week, I decided that I'm gonna take it out and see what happened. I think it can go higher. The question is how high, right? How high? For now, it's still the fifth extension. Well, this is not extension. This is the. I will flip into a fifth extension should it break cleanly and stay above for a week or two, and then we'll see. But for now, yeah. But right now, this is the fifth retracement that I put on a long time ago. Must have been 8 months, 10 months. It's been a while. Easy peasy, right? Let's see the VIX. Something we don't talk about often. VIX is a flashing warning, right? Look, this is not something to be ignored. Yes, warning. Let's make this line white. Cleanly white. Okay. Yes, it is warning. Look. Remember, for a while I talked about potentially it's gonna stay in a new range, and it looked like that for a while, and now, yes, it's frothy. Okay, it's flashing warning. It's flashing. There could be a rug pull coming, for whatever reason. So be careful. That's all it's saying. It's not a sell signal, but it is a warning that we should all take very, very seriously. That's what it's saying. Let's see what's next. Let's move on to TLT. TLT have a decent week. The nasty move here, I think, in retrospect, is China and Japan selling. Nothing you can do about that, right? It's just one of those things where if someone, a nation, decide to sell 40, 50, I think between the two countries, they sold 50 billion plus in treasury um, prior to the election and into the election, and they have done pretty much since then. Or you know, I think it's done now. When they stop, I can only guess here. I can only guess that they sold all through October, and then not just them. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised at all as I talk about even tax loss selling into the end of October, and then you get even more into the election and even the mid-November, and I can only guess that they done selling here. Now I'm not selling my TLT. I think it's awful and underperforming. It was a slave to fake econ data, and it is what it is. We're gonna see all kind of terrible econ data in January, and then it will be the move, a swift move. Okay, it's gonna be such a swift move once we see the ugly number. I could be wrong again. It would be the second year in a row that I'm wrong with TLT, but time will tell. DIA. No, there is no chasing DIA here. Okay. If anything, if the only reason why I would not be okay, first I would love to short based on the VIX. Where the VIX is, I would be inclined to short. And I'm not ruling out doing a bear spread on the DIA, the SPY. Yeah, but given that it's December, that's the problem, because you still have that potential big rally into the last 2 weeks of December. So I don't want to do it yet. I want to hold off until I see the rally into year end, when big money make the final push to lock in the gain, to lock in the profit. Okay, so I think that's coming. So DIA, I don't like it here, but I'm waiting for the right moment to short. SPY, same thing. I'm glad I did not short. I missed the chance to short here, as I mentioned many times. After that, I said, nah, can't do it. And the answer is, I love to short, but can't do it yet. Would be chasing it either. QQQ, same thing. Can't do it. Not yet. Love to. They all look the same, right? IWM. Same thing. I'm least likely to short IWM. Least likely, because if there is a push as far as Santa Claus rally, it tends to happen more in the small cap. Okay, so you don't want to risk that kind of risk. Okay, that kind of risk as far as shorting a segment that will tend to do well into the Santa rally. No, that's the one that I would say no. But DIA, QQQ, SPY, I'm looking, I'm paying attention for the opportunity to short. All right, let's go. Max 7, Nvidia. Nah, it's I'm not buying and I'm not selling. It's nothing here compelling to do either. Now, would I trim if I see 153? The answer is yes. I do have an order to trim at 153. If it come down into the 50, then I would do put spread down here like 125, 120 put spread. But until I see that, just like back then, back here, that's what I did. So that was a good buy signal right there. Okay. That was a good buy signal right there for those that was paying attention. Reflow. I talk about that in the chat group on this day when they come down. It came down to reflow. See? So if you want to buy, if you're itchy to buy, put it in order. The next time it comes down there, most likely it will. That's where you should buy, not here. I would be buying here. I think if you're patient, put an order in down there. Sell put spread down here. The confluence between this fib, yeah, no doubt lower, right? Yeah. We'll see the 200 MA. We'll see. It's been a long time. Look, Nvidia has not seen the 200 MA all year. All year. So, yeah. The spot that is a no-brainer is, of course, this right here, this trend line. Okay. The confluence between that and the 50 fib, 117-ish. Yeah. You buy. I buy. We all buy. Meta, smashing. I'm not trimming. I'm staying greedy. I have my long, all I have left in my account as far as Meta is my long-term holding. And no, if I didn't buy down here, so I'm not gonna trim down there. But if you have it and you want to trim, next spot up there, 642. Okay, 642 is your next fib extension. If you want to trim, up there. Google. Would I buy? No. Where would I trim? Up there, 182. Come back up there and I will trim again. Come down to this right here, 165. If there is any juice to sell, let's see what the option premium is. I don't think there is much, to be honest. 165, yeah, there's nothing. Okay, it's nothing. You might get 15 cents. Yeah, it's so little. It is so little. It's not worth the hassle. If it come down to say 169, then the 165 puts will be juicy, right? So for now, it's a do nothing for me. Microsoft. Yeah. If you want to trim, that was the spot, right? Nothing wrong to trim there. It's nothing wrong to trim up there as well, the ref high, right? I understand the trim spot here. I also understand if you want to trim at put in like a 450, okay? But for me, for sure, up there. The last trade I put on Microsoft was a buy down here. Okay, so yes, I bought it down here. I'm glad I did. So it is what it is. Like I said, I like Microsoft, but it's right now I don't mind holding. When it comes down to, there's nothing wrong to trim any of the Max 7 right now. Last week, nothing wrong with that. The only reason why I didn't do is because I had trimmed enough, and the holding of many of these are down to my long-term core holding that I am willing to hold on to them through thick and thin to have exposure in this area. That's it. But if you have a lot, if you're overexposed, if you're overweight, then you should be trimming. Should, okay? That's all. That's all I'm saying. Netflix. Yeah, I don't have nothing. Nada. Nothing. Zip. Nada. All right. I'm most likely will wait another week or two before I flip it into a new. This was a fib extension that we put on over here, sometime here. And wow, it took off and fulfilled its destiny. Wow, impressive, impressive. And we will flip into a new fib extension should this hold. Give it another week or two. If it retrace down, then we flip this into a fib retracement. Easy peasy. Amazon. Oof. Yeah. Nothing to do here. Nothing to do here. Okay. I think it's by if it stay up here, by next Saturday, I will flip into a fib extension. Right? It was we did we changed the fib. We moved the fib from a fib retracement here to here on this move. But now that it's busting through, we'll see what we do. Okay, give it a week or two before we do another flip. But impressive. Not a surprise into Christmas season. Always, okay? Always pay attention to Amazon from November to Christmas. It is usually very bullish. It is always a very bad thing to short Amazon into that shopping season, because no matter how bad the economy is, more people shop online. Okay, so that's one of the things that I would say is kind of silly when people look at Black Friday or Cyber Monday data. Oh, it's up 5%, up 6%, up 7% from last Christmas. It has been that way for 20 plus years since the birth of Amazon. That's the reason why, if no matter where you live, maybe not in Beverly Hills, but no matter where you live, I'm sure you can agree that mall traffic is bad. That's just this generation of youth. For those people that are in my age group, from the 50s, even the 40s and up, the decades of Stranger Things, where people go to the mall to hang out, to have fun on the weekend, it's over. It's been over for 20 years. The mall is dead. Okay, so the shopping things has shifted online every year, and to compare the consumer strength using online shopping is kind of silly. I mean, it's not completely worthless, but it does not measure the strength of the consumer. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's an indication that people are shop more online. Duh. You remember, before I move on, do you remember when people used to line up at Best Buy overnight or Walmart for Black Friday? Do you remember? Do you remember there was actually death that happened on Black Friday when the crowd rushed into the store? Yeah. For the young people that happen to be watching this video right now, yes, there was time when that happened, where people, when the crowd rushed and stampede into Walmart, I believe it was Walmart. I could be wrong, but one of the main big chain, and there was people actually trampled to death. When is the last time you hear people lining up at Best Buy for Friday shopping, Black Friday? When's the last time? It doesn't exist anymore. Tesla, keep bossing, okay? Keep bossing. Impressive. Hey, go Elon. The here's a good news for the political crowd. The higher this go, the bigger the compensation in dollar for Elon Musk, the more money he has to buy MSNBC. Woo! All free money for Elon. So, hey, I'm not participating in this Tesla move. If you are, congratulations. And hey, the byproduct is, my God, he has so much money. He has so much money. And I don't care how it irritates the left that he can afford to buy whatever. Do it. Just do it. I love it. I think I handle all that. So let's talk about some old tech since we're done with that. Adobe. Wow, nice move. But if you have it, time to trim. No if, no buts, nothing. Okay, I like Adobe, but I blow it out. I blow out all my share here. It was a long time. On my birthday. Yes, 11/13, I did. I had some shares, and I said I need the capital to buy other things, so I sold everything. I did not buy back because I did put spread. I did play put spread down here because I had to preserve capital to buy other things, and it was not the wrong thing to buy. You know, I bought, you know, Dollar Tree, you know, all that other stuff. Yeah, I bought all kinds of, you know. So no, it's. But if you have Adobe, I say it's time to trim. And if you want to be greedy, up there, right? Easy peasy, yes. I have CRM, and I'm down to the core holding on CRM, and yes, I trim into this move, yes, and I trim more into this move again, look like a double top, and then earning came out and it went boom, and I'm not trimming, okay, I'm not trimming. I am gonna flip this baby into a flip. It's gonna be a FIP extension. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this, and then I'm gonna do extension, and it stopped right there. So the next area to trim is 381 ish, right? If you have it, that's the spot. If you agree on this FIP extension, you can disagree and draw your own FIP. IBM, time to trim. Wow, what a move! That was a gift right here. Okay, when for those that trade IBM long enough. Yes, many people miss this big move. If you miss this down move, you had your second chance. No brainer, and just like that, boom, you get 20%. Who said you gotta buy garbage to get 20% gain? IBM gave you the 20% gain in 1 month. Yeah, congratulations. But it's time to go. Can it go higher? We'll see. But for now, it's time to go. Trim, raise your stop. Okay, raise your stop. Oracle, nothing here to see. Right? It's strong. Nothing here to see. Nothing here to do. All right, let's move to pharma. AbbVie came down, but not enough. I want to see 172. That's where my next order to buy is. I want to see that gap fill right here. If this happened, if this order triggered, then I would look to sell put spread down here, 165, 160. Right now there is no juice, none. Look, 165. Yeah, 14 cents, come on, who the heck care, right? It's nothing, can't do it. But if it come down to 172, I would wager that 165 put will get into the 50 cents ish range, and then that we start looking good. But I will add share right there, okay? No brainer. Eli Lilly, nice bounce, but it's time to trim. If you have it, I still have a few share left, and if I see, I think my order was like, I believe mine was 845. I missed this move here. Okay? And I left the order up there. So if it get to 845 again, then I will be out. Not a complaint. Make money on that trade. If you buy the competitor NVO, that was ugly, but I like NVO here. But TA wise, it is a trim spot. If it can survive here, then next up 114. Okay. VRTX, Vertex. I bought. This is probably the one that I add the most over the past 2 weeks. I already have way too many pharma and biotech, but I trim a bunch of stuff. And this one I added. At this point, I wouldn't say the most exposed to Vertex, but it's getting up there. If it come down to 445, I sold 4 puts last week on this move here. 4. The highest was 440, 435, but I sold a bunch. And on weakness, I will do the same. If there was weakness into the 450 range, you betcha I'd be selling 440, 435 put spread. I sold 4 last week and make decent money. The rest of the pharma and biotech, very similar. Okay, I don't need to go through 10 more ticker symbol in this sector. You know, they all have, for the most part, came back slightly from the beating and trashing of JFK Jr. All right, so it's not news. Okay, it's not needed to talk about. They all look the same for the most part. Let's talk banks. Yeah. Would I chase it here? No. Would I buy it here? No. It need to come down a lot more. Goldman Sachs need to come down to the 3. If it break the 20, I think it will come down to the Reflo in a hurry, and that might be a spot. Okay, for sure I will be selling put spread in down here like 550, 545, because the 50 MA is gonna catch up. So that's the buy spot. Okay, for me. But Reflo might be a first spot. The low of the gap up might be another spot, which line up nicely with the fib. All right, so if you want to be safe, don't buy here. Put your order here. MS, very similar pattern. I wouldn't buy it. For me, 50 MA, right? 50 MA. I should do a fib here, but you can do, it's already busy chart. But yeah, 50 MA is the spot that I would love to buy. Does not need to be gap fill. Okay, but the first spot, 50 MA. The one that I am holding, it's a small position. I start to buy here. Well, I think the first spot I bought was like 55 something. My average cost is like I bought a bunch at 52 on this day here, and then of course it keep on dropping. I did not buy yesterday. I bought here. I bought on Thursday when I saw ref low in the 53, right? And then I bought, the last buy I had was 52 something. And then I decided, okay, let it play out, give it 3 days. So I did not do anything yesterday. Of course, the big drop was on uncertainty on future earning, because they have to, who knows, who cares, okay? But for now, I will evaluate on adding on Tuesday after I give it a 3-day rest. But I like TD here. I think TD here is very worthwhile. The kind of risk reward that if you buy a 30% gain is not unreasonable expectation. Okay. If you buy in the low 50s, yeah, 20% gain is not hard to do. Not hard to do. Can I get 30%? I think so. Traditional banks, no. There's nothing to. They're all the same. Okay, whether it's Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they all look the same. There is nothing to chase here. All right. So if you have it, set your stop. You pick your spot, but I don't like it. I don't like any of them. Same thing with Visa. I'm a big fan of Visa, but it need to come down a lot more. It need to come down to the fib, which is lining up with the gap up low. Yeah, for me, that's the spot. Would I sell 300, 295 put spread? Yes. But up here, I'm not chasing. No way. Okay, so no need. They all look the same. You can look from MasterCard, Visa, American Express, they're all the same. No need to waste our time, all right? USO, I did sell put spread, and I will add more to it. I talk about this every time it came down to the 70 range, right? I saw 67 put spread. I believe it was 67, 64, a $3 put spread. Yeah. Easy decision, right? Easy decision. There's no need to risk owning USO up here. But if this break, and for now I'm playing the 67 put spread or lower. But if econ data turn nasty, and I expect it to be nasty next year, we'll see 60 in a hurry, right? So be careful. There is time to play mid 60s to upper 60 put spread, and then there's time to say stay out of the way until you see low 60s, because we will see. There is no such thing as a recession with energy staying high, on top of the mantra of drill baby drill. CVX come crashing down. I closed my short a tad too early, but that's okay. Hey, whenever you make $300 on a put in a week, I take it. All right. Now, could I make? I could have made another 300. I could have doubled up, okay, to short at 161 and cover at 158. I thought it would stop, and for one day it looked like the right decision, and then the next day, boom, it's okay. I am very happy to make that play. I have no complaint on less than a week of holding. All right, so of that put. Make no sense for CVX to be up there, and well deserves smacking. XOM, no. There is no reason to be in any Oxy new low. Warren, where are you? Warren Buffett, where are you? Nowhere to be found. LNG though, oof. Look, LNG came up and test that. Okay, that line. Now, what is that line? It's been so long since I look at LNG. What is that line? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was the backside of an old channel going back 3 years. That was resistant, resistant, resistant. Okay, so I would say it's time to go, right? It's time to go. Now, if you want to be greedy and go to the full fifth extension up there, then you could at 234 or 220. Yeah, 234. Yeah, but it's near the end of its run. Okay, so be careful. Let's see what natural gas is doing. It is retracing. So yeah, it came down. Would I buy the CTRA, the Chesapeake? Chesapeake had changed its name. It merged with somebody else, and I forgot to look for the new symbol. But I wait. Okay, we wait. If natural gas come down to this area, then we buy the CTRA and the Chesapeake. All right, it's for now. Stay out. Let's end this on gold. Nah, it's nothing to do here. Not adding, not selling, not trimming, nothing. Okay, would I sell put? Yes. Where? 238, 235 put spread. That would be the spot. Okay, that's the only play. Gold. GDX. I sold 36. I had 4 put spread expire, and I sold 2, and I will keep selling. 36 put spread. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they get assigned either. Okay, GDX is definitely a good trade compared to buy GLD. Last is silver. I added for the first time SLV during the week, and there's not enough juice in the puts to sell put spread here. But if it come down into the 50 MA, then I would add more SLV. I like SLV down here more than GLD. So when it come down to it, I would be more happy to add to SLV and GDX compared to buying more GLD. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Out of here.